Hey everyone, welcome to an introductory video on Git. Irrespective of the tech stack that you use, Git is a very essential tool to learn. Put in simple words, Git is a version control tool that is used to store, track, and manage code. Git helps you store code locally and in remote as well in servers like GitHub. But the main functionality of Git is to keep track of the versions that you make during development of a project. For instance, you create the front end of a project and commit and make it version 1. Later, you add backend functionalities and make a commit and name it version 2. And later, you can make many other versions as you develop your project. With the help of Git, you can always go back to your previous versions if you mess up something in the later versions or if you just want to go back to the earlier versions. Moreover, you can also branch from any of the versions and work on a different functionality and later merge it to the main branch. It also helps other developers collaborate to your project. Now let's look at the installation process. So for Windows, you can go to Chrome and type in Git for Windows and download depending on your processor, and you will have a file downloaded. Open the exe file and do the rest of the implementation. In this case it doesn't happen because I am using a Mac machine, whereas in Mac Git is already installed. So to check whether your Git is installed in your local machine, go to command line and type git version. This must give you the version of Git installed. Running Git will show you the number of commands that you can use using Git. We'll look into each one in detail. Firstly, let us set the configurations of Git. The first command is git config global user.name and give your name. The next command is git config global user.email and give the email. This will set your username and email on Git. Now let us set up a project folder. Change your directory to desktop or wherever you prefer and make a directory. In this case I am making a project directory. I am changing cd into the project directory, and then the first command that we are going to learn is git init. Git init helps you initialize Git in your project. It is similar to npm init. If you have used Node Package Manager, feel free to ignore if you do not know. Once you type git init, it says using master as the name for the initial branch. This is the default branch. This is the branch that I was talking during the early part of the video. So initialized empty git repository. All the tracking is done in this file. So git init is done. So you have to use ls-all. Now it shows the .git file. Let's make a file.txt using the touch command, and using the vi command let's write something. For simplification purpose I am doing it for a txt file. You can do the same for code as well. This is the first version, and then save it. The next command is git status. Git status actually shows the changes made after the previous commit. So in this case the previous commit is not there. Type in git status. It shows no commits yet on branch master, and it says file1.txt has been changed, and you can use git add to add it to Git. So git add actually takes in a file as a parameter, or you can use git add space period. This it will add all the files that have undergone changes. So why git add? So git add actually takes in the file or the changes in the file from local to a cache before committing it into the main branch. So why is this needed? Because although there might be many files that have undergone changes, you sometimes require only certain files to be committed because the other ones are not ready for the commit. That is why git add command is used to load the files into the cache. Next is the git commit command. So in git commit you can have a message -m. This is the first commit, this is the message in this case, and then enter. So it says one file changed, one insertion, create mode, file1.txt. The git commit command adds the file changes from cache to the main branch. So let's see how a branch looks like. So this is the commit that we have made. Just assume this is the commit. So we are on master branch and we have made a commit A. There are two pointers to a commit. One is the branch name, the other one is the head. Head is the pointer that actually points to the file, the commit that you are working on, and master or the branch name says which branch you are on. If you type in git log, you will see the number of commits and the history of commits. So it says head and master, so both the pointers are pointing to this commit that we have made now. Let's make another file2.txt and enter something. This is the second file. Save it and give git status, and it tells file2.txt has undergone changes. Next, add it to the cache using git add. In this case there is only one file, so you can use git add space period. Once that is done, make a commit, git commit, and give a message, this is the second commit. So let's look at the changes in the graph. Now we have made another commit, so take it as B, and now the head points to B and master also comes to B. So always remember the branch name or the branch pointer always points to the latest commit of that specific branch, and head is the pointer that is used to point to the commit that we are working on. Let's move head to the previous commit. So for that you use git checkout and you use the commit ID. So let's git checkout and copy the ID. Now the head points back to the first commit. It says head is now at, this is the first commit, and you can use git checkout and you can paste the second commit ID, and now it's again back to the second commit. You can check it with git log as well. We'll see more about Git in the upcoming videos. Thank you.